I'm actually in my Canva app. So I'll look for any templates in this Facebook post. So let me make use of this. All right, it has loaded. So as you can see, we are going to tap on this place. We'll tap here. All right, now we'll tap here double. Tap here 2 times. The plus icon 2 times. All right, what we're going to do now is that we are going to make our background yellow. All right, let's make our background yellow. Let's make our background yellow by tapping on this color. We tap on this color. Then we search for yellow. All right, let's tap on yellow. Now we have made our background yellow. All right, we're going to start our design. We'll start to put our shapes in place now. Okay, so let's tap on the plus icon here. Then let's tap on elements. Let's tap on element. Look at elements here. So let's tap on it. Now let's look for rhomboid. You can call it rhomboid or you call it parallelogram, as everyone knows it. So let's search for parallelogram. Okay, let's make use of this. All right, now let's shift it this side. Make it smaller, larger, larger, no, smaller. Let's duplicate it. Make the other one bigger. Place it somewhere here. Somewhere here. The shape is not. Okay, let's delete the 2 of them. You're looking for a better shape now. The one that you can reshape anyhow. Okay, let's make use of this. All right, let's make use of this one. Let's change the color to black. Let's duplicate it. Let's keep it on top of here. Reduce the size. Increase the size of this one a bit. All right, that is what we want to achieve. All right, now we are going to look for. Okay, let us look for another shape. Let's look for triangle. Let's search triangle. Triangle. All right, let us make use of this. Let's make use of this one. All right, let's reduce it a bit. Let's reduce it a bit. Reduce it very well. Let's rotate it. Let's move here. We are good to go, right? Let's leave it that way. Let's leave it that way. Okay, now let us look for. Okay, let's make use of the same triangle. Duplicate it. Move here. We're going to change it to white. Let's change it to white so that we will know where we are. All right, now let's reduce it a bit. Little bit. Okay. Let's turn it this way. All right, let's move like this. Let's reduce it a bit. Move it this way. All right, now. All right, to continue, let's import another triangle, better one. Okay, let's make use of this. Let's rotate it this way, reduce it very well. Bring it here. All right, rotate it a bit. All right, let's arrange it well. Okay, it's okay this way. All right, the next thing we're going to do is to import the same, sorry, let's duplicate it. Turn it very well. Or are we going to flip it? All right, let's flip it this way so that we can make a nice design. Let's uh, position it backwards, backwards, backwards. Okay, it's okay this way, right? Okay, it's okay this way. Now, what we're going to do is to duplicate this same thing. Move it that same place and reduce the size a bit. Let's place it backward at the backward. All right, it's placed backward now. So we've achieved a little bit what we want to achieve. So the next thing we're going to do now is to look for something like trapezium. Let's look for trapezium. Okay. Let's look for trapezium. All right, let's make use of shapes that needs to be. All right, let's make use of this actually. Let's bring it down here. I think it should be okay that way. All right, we'll still write something on it, but not now. Now let's change it to red. Let's change the color to red. Let's change the color to red so that we will not forget. Okay, now all right, let's continue from where we stopped. Let's look for another shape, something that looks like a rectangle. Okay, let's reduce it. All right, let's bring it down here, reduce it a bit. I think it should be here. Let's keep it backward. Sorry, not notch, it's position. Let's place it backward. Okay, now let's look for another shape. Let's look for another shape that looks like. All right, let's make use of another shape, which is this. I think I should go on with this. All right, let's bring it down here, reduce it. All right, nice one. Let's change the color to black. Let's enlarge it. Let's place it backward. Let's place it backward by making use of position. Okay. Let's increase the size. You can actually increase the size anywhere. But actually, let's increase the size. Alright, it goes well like this. Now, the other one, let's decrease the size. Should we make use of another shape? Let's still make use of it. It's okay. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is that let us look for a very long rectangle. A very long rectangle. Okay, let's make use of this one. Let's keep increasing. Alright, let's change the color. Okay, do you know what? We are going to remove all these things here. Select multiple. Let me select all of them. Select multiple. Let's move it here. A bit closer. Tap on this one. Nope. It's okay. Let's move it here. It's okay that way. Now let's now start making use of this one. Okay, now what we're going to do next is to make use of a lot and a lot. Okay, first of all, let's change the color of this. Let's change it to yellow. Nope, not yellow. Let's change it to something like orange. Orange, I think orange should be better. What we will do is to change this one to, let's change it to yellow also. Now let's change it to a bit yellow, yellowish orange. Okay, now let us now make use of, all right, let us make use of some other, well, let us end here a bit. What we will do next is to tap on this, duplicate it, change it to yellow so that it will cover something now I want it to cover. Let's turn it. It's okay this way. I want it to cover something. Let's increase it a bit. Now I don't. I want it to cover something. Now let us take it backward. Okay, it's okay this way. Now that same one, let's duplicate it also. Nope. Duplicate. Let's move it here. Let's move it here. Let's reduce it. Let's place it backward. Now let us put in some words inside. Let us put in some words inside, but let's arrange this one first. Let's arrange it. Arrange this one too. Okay, let's put in some words. Now we're going to place a child, but I'm coming yet. Let's write solid scratch. Solid scratch. Let's go to the plus icon, move to the text, write solace. Solace. I think the solace should be in yellow. It should be in yellow. Let's change it to yellow. All right, let's move it here. Decrease the size a bit. All right. Now let's duplicate it. Duplicate it and write crutch. Okay, the other one should be in capital. So let's, all right. Then this crutch, I think I should change it to, let's change it to yellow again. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, I think this crutch, we should change it to, sorry, yes, the crutch, we change it to white. The color should be white. Nice one. All right. All right, if you look at this now, let us make a very nice design. Let's select multiple. Let's move this and this. Sorry, let's move this. This and this and the other one and this one and this one. Sorry. Let's move it like this. Let's make a very nice design. All right. Wait, let's just write register now. Register now. Let's reduce the size. Place it well here. Now let us type now. Now let's place it here. Reduce the size a bit. All right, I don't think what we have to do now is to increase the font. Sorry, is to increase the font size a bit. All right, I think it's okay this way. Register now. Okay. To do now is to duplicate this one and move it here. Turn it. Move it here. Reduce. Now let's duplicate it again. Then in this one, reduce the size very well. Then move it here, somewhere here. Now we have to change the color of this to black. Change it to black, sorry, not black. One is yellow. Let's change this one. No, it's not it. Let's go back to that yellow. Let us change this one to yellow, orange. I think this color should be okay. That is it. So what we do is that we write our phone number. Okay. But before that, we have something to do. Let's duplicate this one too. Let's duplicate it. Move it somewhere here. It's okay like this. I think this design is getting better now. It seems like the design was a bit sick before, but it's getting better now anyway. Let's import other shapes to make more design. Let's import one element now. Um, something like something like something like trapezium. Let's make use of that trapezium. Now let's make use of another shape. Alright, so we change this one to black too. Okay, now let's write phone number. I think we are not done yet. Let's duplicate this. Or this one, let's duplicate that one. Let's move it and reduce it a bit. Let's put it backward. Alright, this should go well. I think the shape should turn around this way and reduce it a bit. I think it should go this way. Now let's look for duplicate this one, move it somewhere here, change the direction. No, change the direction like this. Let's move it backward. Let's keep pushing it backward. I think we are done with backward. Okay. Now let's place a child. No, not now. Let's just write our phone number. But before we write our phone number, let's make use of an icon. Alright, let's move it here. Reduce the size. Reduce the size very well. Reduce the size. Now write the phone number. So let's write the phone number. Alright, now what we'll do now is to write, let's place it in size. Let's place it in size. Alright, now let's move it in place. Okay, then let's change the spacing. Now what we'll do now is to write venue. Alright, to continue, we'll put the venue here. Let's write it again. We lost it. We lost the venue. We've lost it. We've lost the venue. Alright, let's put the venue here. Don't worry, I will soon change the font style. The venue is 28 parts of Carrefour Drive. It's okay like this. All right, let's bring it down a bit. Let's change the font size of this one to exactly the same font style, sorry. Let it be the same way. Okay. All right, now what we'll do now is to write something like from Monday to Saturday. Let's write from Monday to Saturday, okay? From Monday to Saturday. Let's just delete this. Monday to Saturday. Okay, let's place it here and reduce the size. Let's change the font size. Let's change the font style. We move this here. Move it here. Then we change it to this. Let's move it here. Let's turn it to black. So now import another shape. Let's say rectangle. We'll write delicate. Okay, where we write delicate childcare for Alliance. Let's write delicate childcare for Alliance. That is the motto. Delicate child care for Reliance. This design is actually true. This is actually a daycare that is somewhere at Onitsha. So let's change the color. I don't know whether it will go for that for red or should it go for any other color. Okay, it should go for black. Let's make use of black. Delicate childcare for Alliance. Now what we'll do now is to write something here. What should we write again? Okay, let's import a child. I have a child that I'm going to import. So where we'll tap is on this gallery. We'll tap on this gallery. So what I have to do is to, okay, like this one here. Let me change the background. Let me remove the background. What I have to do is to go to background remover. There's a background remover I have in my phone here. So what I will do is to go to person, then look for a particular image, that particular image I showed you. Okay, let's make use of this one. All right, now let's import that one we just removed its background. Let's add it here. Alright, it's okay this way. Let's add the child here. Delicate child carefully lines. Okay, I think it's better we make use of another element. An element like this also. Then increase it. Place it here. It's okay like this. Now let's move it backward. Forward. Then this should be backward. Okay, it's okay like this. That's what I wanted to achieve. So let's change the font style. Alright, it's okay this way. Let's change this one to, let's change this to black. Okay, what we'll do is to change this one to another color. Let's move here. Layers. This is actually the layer behind. This is actually the layer. Let's check. Let's go back to layers. Let's look for a nice color. I think I should go with black. Now the other one should be moved. Let me go to layers. Now let me go up here. All right. Let's go to nudge. Let's go back to layers. Okay, it's okay like this. So that's it. Then we move these ones here. Let's select multiple. Let's move down a bit. All right, it's okay. Now let's start arranging. All right, we'll write always open. always open. Okay, let's reduce the font size. Let's turn it. All right, let's reduce it a bit. Now let's use a font style. All right, let's change it to red. I think it will be okay when I make use of red. Okay, always open. So this is exactly how I want this flyer to look like. So if you have any question to ask, you can ask your question. Thank you very much and be blessed.
This is actually the result gotten after the tutorial on graphics design.